Welcome back, eh? This is the Canadian Silver Seeker, and I hope you guys are having another great day like I am. In front of us, I have an amazing package from STG, as well as a few other things. A bit of a theme, you might see. Well, let's get into it. So, if you watch my channel regularly, you'll know that I just did a silver trade with STG. I actually reached out. There was something online that was kind of ridiculous prices to ship up to Canada here. So I asked STG if he wouldn't mind taking a look. He ended up buying this beautiful 2022 $1 16 millimeter 1/20th ounce fractional silver maple silver dollar. $1, as you can see. It is graded at 70 PF 70, and yeah, he ended up getting it for under $50. If I would have bought it myself, it would have been closer to probably $75-80 by the time it came across the border, and the customs and duty threw on their fees and taxes that you can't get back. But yeah, I ended up getting STG to pick it up for me. He is the man. Did a bit of a silver trade. I ended up trading him a 2021, I believe. What was it? I want to say super incussed, but it wasn't. It was the ultra high relief silver maple in 2021. I traded him for the silver in front of us as well. I do have some 16 millimeter silver dollars. We're going to go over them in a minute, but let's talk about the trade first. So yeah, STG picked this up for me on eBay, and I traded him this little bag. He said it would be approximately 3 ounces, and I actually went through it here because I was actually very curious. There's some interesting coins in here, and well, what did I get? I actually got, when I worked it out, there is a lot of 80% here. There is actually some 50%, but when I worked it out, the bag actually works out to exactly 3 ounces, 3 troy ounces of actual silver weight, which I thought was quite unique. So what did I get? Well, I got $1.25 of Queen Elizabeth and her first portrait there. So I'll be very, very happy to get that into my collection of quarters that I'm collecting. That was another reason that it was great to get this trade. This will help me to add to my stack of quarters and fill that bag. I also got a $1.50 here of King George V. Or sorry, King George VI. My bad. And I did get one King George the 5th as well. This particular one is very, very hard to read the front of that. I can't tell whether that is a 29 or a 19. So this one actually could be 925. But whenever I can't read them, I always assume that they are 80%. And we will put that in the slicked out pile, or slicked out tube that I have going. But we consider that 80%. We also got a bit of dimes here. We got some King George V, 3 of them. Sorry, once again I said 5th, the 6th. We got Queen Elizabeth and her first portrait there. Can't remember exactly how much. I think it works out to about $4.55 Canadian and 80%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dimes there. And I believe we got another 4 dimes here, a 65, 66s with Queen Elizabeth and her second portrait. The other cool coins we got here is we've got a 1967 quarter Bobcat. So this could be 80%, it could be 50%. STG did put it on his Sigma, but from what I understand, it did show up as 80% silver, but there is no 50% telling, and he said he's put on like a 40% coin before, and it did test at 80% as well, some American coin, I can't remember. And yeah, from what I understand, there's no real way to tell whether these guys are 50% or 80%. So I'm not putting them in my bag, but very good to have this. But I'm going to consider it 50%. We also got 4 dimes here, 1968, with the Queen Elizabeth and her second portrait. Those guys are all 50% too. I actually didn't put them on a magnet just to check. Yeah, none of them stuck to that magnet, so we're good. They're all for 50%. And then the really cool one here, we got a 1941 2 shillings. And this guy happens to have King George VI on it, and it is also 50% silver. So I had to look this guy up because I don't have one of these, and I was really, really happy actually to put it into my collection. And so this guy weighs about 11.3 grams normally. So 50% silver, you're looking at about 6.5 grams of actual silver weight in there. So yeah, adding that all up, that actually added up to exactly 3 ounces of silver, which was awesome. It was a great trade for me. STG seemed happy with the trade. So that is wicked. I'll be able to fill a tube of King George VI there, and I actually could fill another tube of Queen Elizabeth and her first portrait with this bag here, but I'm gonna go through this book here and I'm gonna fill in pretty much everything. I only got a couple things in there right now, and that is the 67 Bobcat, a nice shiny one, and a 1968 50% silver. And so yeah, I'm going to go through and I'm just going to put in there. I'm not going to go through all of my rolls again to fill this book. I'm just going to go through what is available. If I have to go through a roll or two to get a couple of them, well, then I'll do that. But yeah, I've got way more Queen Elizabeth the second than I had of King George the Sixth and fifth. So yeah, I'm not going to go through all of them. That would take forever, and I really don't care if they're the shiniest, best examples to fill that book. It is just the book. So let's talk about these 16 millimeter Canadian silver dollars. I did a video not too long ago here. I had picked up believe it was this guy right here, the 1921 fractional silver maple. And I got this one for a deal. I do not pay more than $50 for these. And even at $50, that's a heck of a numismatic value on the amount of silver that you're getting. But I like collecting silver dollars, so, you know, you collect and you stack what you like to some degree. So yeah, I got that one, and when I did, I ended up making a video, another 16 millimeter silver dollar, only 4 left to go. For some reason, I don't know why, but that video blew up. I had over 2,000 views on that video, and I never have 2,000 views on videos, so I don't know why, but hopefully this one will be interesting too. So what do I got here? I actually didn't show in that last video. There were 2 16 millimeter silver dollars that I have that are available that I didn't show because they were in sets and they were put away, and so I figured I'd pull those out today and take a quick look with you guys. So all of these 16 millimeter silver dollars do come in these sets. They come in with a 1/20th ounce silver dollar. This is the first year that it was made. This is a holographic one. Really hard to see there. Take a look at the back there. I believe that's the 2003. Yep. And yeah, and there's a holographic 1/20th ounce Canadian silver dollar fractional maple. There, you can see it better there. It's got to catch the light. But all of these come in these sets, and as you can see, I actually happen to have a dime under there. They're just about the size of a dime. So they're very, very tiny silver dollars. They're the smallest Canadian silver dollar available. And even though I bought a new one, I still have 4 left to get, because just recently the 2025 fractional maple set came out, and I've been waiting, watching, and I haven't seen a few people split them up. There's actually one on auction right now, and I'm going to be watching that one, but it is in the States too, and it's crazy amount of shipping up here. It's like $30 shipping alone, so I don't think I'll be getting that one. I try not to buy from the States. I hate getting hit by customs and then tax that I shouldn't be taxed on. So anyways, they come with these sets, as I was saying. You got the 1/20th, you got a $2 1/10 ounce. This is also, this whole set, the 2003 is holographic. We got a 1/4 ounce, that's $3. We got a 1/2 ounce maple, and that's the $4 one. And then you got the 1 ounce maple, which is the $5 version. And so I do have the whole set in 2004 as well. So same thing over there. These ones probably a little easier to see. They're very, very tiny. But there's the 1/20th ounce, 2004 silver dollar. We got the 1/10, $2. We got the 1/4 ounce, $3 version. We got the $4 1/2 ounce. And then we got the full 1 ounce. So yeah, when I first started collecting these, I bought the entire sets for the 2003 and 2004 because they are higher mintages, and so they're cheaper to get. Wasn't too bad of prices. There is definitely new mystic value on there, so it's not as cheap as the approximate 2 ounces of silver that you get in there, but they're cheaper than all of the rest of the sets. These were in, I can't remember, 13, 14,000, 15,000 mintages and up. And a lot of these guys are in the like 3,000 mintages. So they are more expensive for the sets, and that's why I've been only buying the individual ones. So after the 2003, 2004 sets, they didn't actually make another set until 2013. This is the 2013 version here. We got the 2014 gilded one. And then I am missing the 2015. We got the 2016 rose gold gilded. And got a fancy effigy on the back of it there. Camera has a hard time focusing. These are such small little coins. And then 2017, they made a set, but it only had 4 in it. So it only went down to the 20th ounce, not the, or sorry, the 1/10 ounce, the $2 version, not the 1/20th ounce. So not interested in that. 2018 they didn't make one. 2019 I need to pick that one up eventually if I ever find it for less than 50. And then we got the 2020 version here. Once again, very, very hard to see. Try to get it to focus so you can see the years there. We got the 2021. The beautiful 2022. I only got this one graded because that was the cheapest one I could find. And actually, I'm so glad STG picked this up for me. By the time I am shooting this video, the seller actually had like 10 or 12 of these initially, and I thought he'll never sell them all, and they are all sold. He went from like 9 to nothing, so I don't know, someone must have went in and picked them all up. So very, very happy to have the 2022. The 2023 I do not have. I've got the 2024. Someone bought it last year and split the set up. And then, yeah, I'll put a picture up of the 2025 there. Hopefully I can find that one cheap, but you never know. Anyways, a little bit longer than I expected, but thank you very much to STG. Thank you very much all you guys for watching it and listening to me ramble. Remember, it doesn't cost you a single piece of silver or gold to like and subscribe. You guys mean the world to me. Happy stacking, eh?